Kouture Africa, the brand new TV show that celebrates the innovation that is African fashion. Bringing to you great craftsmanship and creativity. Join me, Lekele, as I tour London, getting into every nook and cranny to discover the designers behind African style and design. Then it's showing you how to create your own unique style around trendy African pieces. Be on trend the African way. Kouture Africa will show you how. Hello and welcome to Kouture Africa, the show that brings you the very best of African fashion in London. Today I'm in Dalston, windy Dalston, and this area, just like many areas in the UK and indeed London, is seeing its changes. And a lot of these changes have been due to the fact, well, many other factors, but mainly due to the movements of people into this area. And now one of the main drivers for this movement, among other factors, has been the need for labour, especially in the 50s and 60s, to revive the post-war economy. But for whatever reason people came down here, one thing they came with was their culture. And this has lent to the vibrant, dynamic society that we find in Dalston today. And of course, as you know, the African culture has not been left out. And that is why I am here today to meet a young lady, Yemzi. Her brand name is Yemzi, and she is called Yemzi actually. To meet this young lady and, you know, interview her and talk to her about her African influenced designs. Now, she has given me directions, and I'm sure I know where I'm going. So, let's go. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Come in.
Thanks. Right, Yemzi, thank you very much for welcoming us into your studio.
You're welcome.
I'm looking around and I'm seeing cuttings and materials and scissors and sewing machines, even laptop. And I'm thinking, how did it all work together? But before we go into your creation, I want to know a little bit more about you. So tell me, how did you start with fashion design? Is it something that you've always wanted to do?
Yeah,
or is it something
since I was a young girl, like I've always been drawing. You know, I'd get magazines out, I'd sketch from my imagination, and through following my passion. So first of all, I thought, let me go down the surface design route rather than taking fashion, because I was a bit scared. Like, I see being a fashion designer as such a big thing, so I could never, even now I find it hard to call myself a fashion designer, because I think it's such an amazing title to have.
So, by the way, you are a fashion designer.
Thank you.
Okay, let's continue.
So I went down the route of doing surface design, and that's about the fabric rather than the silhouette and the structure and the sewing. It's all about the texture on top. So that was my focus, and I did surface design at university. And then I realised that no, I do really want to design the clothing as well. So since then I've been learning bespoke tailoring, pattern cutting, and just learning how to actually make a really beautiful garment as well as looking at the fabrics. So.
Okay, I'm not going to pretend I know what surface design.
Surface design.
Surface design is explain a bit more.
So it's different applications you can use to get a piece of material. So rather than using Dutch wax, which people buy from the shop, I will paint and sketch and draw, and then put it into my computer, play around with it in Photoshop, and get like a repeat print textile. So for example, like this, so like a floral, or you know, the fabrics I have here. This started off as an oil painting.
Okay.
So I design all my own fabrics. That's surface design in itself, and it can be applied to, you know, interiors. You know, any kind of surface that's got a decoration that is surface design, and I chose for my application to be on clothing.
Okay. So what inspires these designs?
Various things, like for example, this one's looking at cave paintings and rock carvings. So you can see behind me, this is some of the imagery that I've sketched from books and stuff. Haven't had the chance yet to first-hand visit any caves, but that's on my to-do list.
That would be great.
Yeah,
let me know, come along.
Yeah.
So, okay, let's just move away a little bit from work. There must be something you do to relax. What is that?
To relax, I guess listening to music, but yeah, like just doing my work is relaxing. I love doing it. Like I wake up and I'm excited to get working.
So that's all you do is just your work.
Yeah. People tell me I need to balance it a bit, but for right now, I just love doing this. This is all I want to do.
You feel balanced.
Yeah,
I think that's the most important thing.
Yeah, I had a weekend off the other weekend, and I was just like, I need to be creative. Like this is what I was born to do. I didn't want to, watch telly and relax that way. Like I just love, having a nice sketch.
I mean, there are many people that want to be in your kind of position where the work that they do actually is something that they love and it wouldn't seem like work. So congratulations that you achieved that at such a young age. We're not revealing what that is, but
yeah.
Brilliant, thank you. So now we're going to look at your fabrics and just explain a little bit more what they are and what they represent. So tell me a little bit about this print, because when I'm looking at it, I'm seeing, maybe water running through the jungle or something.
Yeah, so it's called Jungle Reflections actually, and it is inspired by looking at colours and textures within the jungle and looking at like animal skins to create my own unique print. So this started off as an oil painting.
Okay.
I put it into Photoshop and did a repeat tile, fashion tile, and
And this is what we got.
Yeah, that's the final result.
Brilliant. And then
printed that one on silk as well.
Oh,
really
I see.
Lovely.
Yes, this is beautiful.
Yeah, this is a kimono. It looks amazing on.
Okay. Maybe we'll try that one later.
Yes.
And then this one.
Yeah. So this is inspired by cave paintings and carvings that I've seen in books. I haven't had the chance yet to go to a cave, but that's on my to-do list.
And so these are obviously you get the symbols and then just repeat them. Yeah,
so I sketched them. I've got some paintings and drawings of the sketches that I took behind us, and then I put them into a nice repeat print, and
voila.
Yeah.
Right, so Yemzi, these are some of your designs. Obviously, you've actually designed the fabric, which I think is really very important because I think designing of fabric to me, especially African-inspired fabric, seems to be like a dying art, and so it's good to see young generation people coming up and thinking of different ideas and put it onto fabrics.
I think it's important to tell your own message through your fabrics rather than just going to the shop and picking a Dutch wax. Like obviously that has a story in itself. Does that even fit with the collection you're producing? So for me, it's like complete control over how I want to present my clothing, and because I love drawing anyway, it just adds that I get to draw on my clothes.
Exactly. Why don't you draw? I mean, we love the Dutch wax, like this one, and it's the colours. But yes, it's also it's something that needs to progress, and I think this is absolutely fantastic.
These are really direct applications, and I look at imagery from Africa. I'm looking at the cave paintings to get the rock imagery, and I'm looking at plants. I'm looking at animal skins. So definitely Africa is a huge influence for me.
Yeah, because this to me is a reminiscence of the tie dye.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I remember learning this a long time ago in primary school. Long time ago. I'm not going to say how long, but so let's have a look at this top. So what is this top? I mean, does it have a name or?
No, this is just from the bamboo collection. So I was painting directly onto organic bamboo, and it's a mirror image. But it doesn't have any particular meaning. It's just what I felt to do at the time. So.
Okay. When you say bamboo, I don't know because I'm thinking
bamboo. Yeah, it's made from bamboo.
You can make clothes from bamboo.
Exactly.
All I know about bamboo, I think I'm just exposing my ignorance here now. All I know about bamboo is the fact that pandas eat them in China.
Yeah. Well, they do, but they also have a good use of fabric. Yeah.
This is fantastic.
It's a really sustainable material, and that's what I'm all about. I use organic cottons, 100% silk. Everything, all the fabrics I use are natural.
Well, this is coming with me for the makeover.
Yeah, definitely.
So we look at this style as well. Talk us through this style.
So these are my art tops. So these have imagery. Well, it's fine art for me because I'm taking illustrations and I'm doing sketches, I'm painting, and I apply it into a fashion print and make a repeat print, and then it's printed for the clothing.
Well, this is a lovely art top, and this is quite a generous fit, which I like.
Yeah, it's not all, just because it's women's wear doesn't mean it needs to be skin tight.
Yeah,
you need to feel comfortable, be able to move. So, yeah.
And then there's a contrast at the back.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
All the art tops have a white back, and this is also again organic cotton fabric.
Fantastic. And you've also printed your designs on silk as well.
I have, yes. I love these kimonos. They're actually really popular.
And this is one of your African jungle inspired prints, isn't it?
Yes, this is Jungle Reflections.
Yes.
That's the name of the print.
Jungle Reflections, yes, that's it. Oh God, this will look really good on me, I can tell. And is this part of your spring summer collection?
This is part of the coming collection. So I've diversified my brand into 2 labels. So we've got the premium stuff, which is the runway stuff, and this is the first piece from that. And I have the art tops that are slightly more affordable.
Okay, so you could talk us through this, but on a model. So let's go and get Estelle and see how it looks on her. Right, so here we are with a lovely model, Estelle. So just talk us through her outfit.
So this is the silk kimono, and this has my digital print on. And this has got the print that we were looking at earlier, but in a blue colourway. And also with the double split organic cotton skirt.
Ah, yes, this makes it very easy to walk in, doesn't it?
Right. So the silk kimono is from my runway collection, and we're a bit ahead of time. This is for spring summer 16, so I'm making a full collection of silk digitally printed garments, and the skirts and art tops are available now. I actually gained my first stockist last month in Amsterdam, so we're going international now.
Oh wow! Hey, it's an international designer. So this looks, and that's I can see there's a lot of room. Yeah. So that's really good in the summer because when you're hot, you need.
It complements a lot of figures. Yeah. It's not just for slim girls, curvy, whatever. So
it's not just for people.
Not
like
just
this.
for models like Estelle. No.
All right, let's see the back. Oh, this is absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah. Give us a 12, Estelle.
Right, so Yemzi, thank you very much for inviting us into your studio. It's been really interesting and lovely. And also thank you to the very beautiful model Estelle. You make this look really nice. I hope it will look the same on me.
It's good on everyone.
Okay, you say so. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Lydia.
Hello and welcome to Kouture Africa. Now this is the part of the show where we give someone special an African inspired makeover. Now as you already know, earlier today I went into Dalston and dug out the creative talent that was Yemzi, and she has so kindly given us some of her pieces to create an African inspired outfit for this special person. Now I can go on and how I think this lady is really special, and I'm happy to have her here on my couch. But before I do that, let's watch her video.
Hi Kouture Afrika TV. I hope that you can help me out with the problem that I have, which is I really need something that I can wear during the daytime that can take me from daytime to evening, or perhaps I can incorporate into a corporate wardrobe. I really love all the fashion that's coming out of Africa at the moment, and I'd love to represent it, and I'd love to showcase what the continent is doing at the moment, especially as I'm launching my business soon. So I just love to represent the African fashion through even in my business. So I hope that you can help me out and you can possibly do something interesting and at the same time accessible.
Oh, thank you very much. No, I say first.
Okay.
Well, thank you very much for coming to the studio.
Thank you very much for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
Oh, well, my pleasure. So you've come all the way from Birmingham.
I have.
So tell me, what made you want to take that journey and come onto the Kouture Africa couch?
Well, you're very inspiring yourself.
Oh, thank you.
And I'm interested in African couture, and it's all its inspirations that come from the continents. I'm looking to incorporate more of these interesting cuts and fabrics into my own wardrobe, and for it to support the work that I do, and to also express myself through African fashion. I think it's a good time.
Oh, brilliant. I'm happy I've come at the right time for you. Yes, it's interesting what African fabrics can do, because it's very expressive, and some people actually shy away from that.
Yeah.
But for you, you want to embrace that.
Yes,
which
absolutely do.
Oh, good. So, and then, because you mentioned also for your work, I mean, could you explain that a little bit?
Yes, the field that I'm entering into, it's new territory for me, but it's all about communication and global communication. And so
global communication, that's very important.
Yeah, it's really important.
Global village.
Global village, we're getting closer as a continent, and we're working abroad. People are working in Africa, working in Europe. We're mixing more, and the world is getting smaller. So I think it's a really good time to explore other cultures and explore my own culture and be a representative of African fashion and culture at this time. So communication is what I'm entering into, and it's all about how we learn about each other's culture and how we make each other feel comfortable.
Okay, I'm going to put you on the spot a bit here.
Yes.
Oh, she's ready for me. Hey, look at that. Okay.
You can't shy away from these things now.
No, you can't. You know, you're in the spotlight now. You just have to roll with it. So that's very brave. You talked about communication, and for me, it's interesting because African fabric has always been a way of communicating. Clothes generally, anyway, is a way of communicating something. But African fabric has always been special because sometimes a lot of these things are designed with a message behind them.
That's true.
And you know. When you wear them, it's communicating something. You want to communicate something, so it's almost like using the right words. So with the African fabric, sometimes it's almost like words that people use.
Sure.
So now going back to your work as, you know, a communicator, I think am I okay to say that?
Communication specialist.
Communication specialist.
Yeah.
How would you use this, your African fabric? What would you want to communicate to people when you're wearing an African-inspired cloth, for example?
Yeah, that's a very interesting question. And first of all, we know that Africa is very rich and it's diverse.
Yeah.
And that these fabrics, these cuts, these patterns have meaning in the specific country and the specific cultural group within that country. So part of that is looking at how colour makes us feel. I'm very interested in colour and colour as colour therapy. One of the things that African fashion does is that it makes you have to stand out. It makes you say, I am present, I am here, I'm confident, because you can't shy away in many of the prints and many of the fabrics.
Oh no.
And I'm really interested in the heritage of, you know, this kind of regal heritage of actually using colour and fabric to present yourself, especially as women, where, you know, sometimes we can shy back, or we can feel that, you know, we shouldn't really step out. So this is a time of stepping out, and I think that in this time in history, African fashion is a stepping board for lots of women to stand out and to say, I'm going to go for it.
So these are the pieces that I've got from Yemzi. It was quite difficult trying to pick which wig, but in the end I decided to go with this top that is reminiscent of the tie and dye. In most West African countries do that, yes. And then this is actually pure silk, and the patterns here are inspired by the natural African habitats.
So delicate.
Very lovely on the skin.
Absolutely.
Lovely on the skin.
Imagine wearing that one myself.
Oh,
so light.
Okay, calm down.
Let's take it home.
And then this top here is inspired by actually cave writing.
I can see that it is.
So I really admire Yemzi for actually, you know, wanting to come up with her own fabrics and interpreting. We're talking about communication and interpreting her own idea of, you know, beauty and her, using her African influences to create these. So it's brilliant.
It draws the eye in, doesn't it?
It really certainly does. Certainly. With this top, you see, you can use this. This can be casual. It could be smart casual, or I could actually use it in a corporate environment as well.
High-waisted skirts.
Yeah, get
really nice.
You know exactly what to do. Yeah, so for this one anyway, we have it's the short skirt. That's what a skirts. So there it's actually a pair of shorts, but they're
Very
covering.
versatile, isn't it?
Yeah, really versatile.
Well, I think that I'm going to make my decision
Now.
now. Number 2, which is
This one.
beautiful silky kimono.
Oh, fantastic! I think you will look great in this. I think you look great in either one of them. But yeah, okay. So we're gonna have your makeup done and dress up, and then we'll see. Well, no, not really new improved, but just a different
Yeah, just
again.
a different take. Well, maybe
A different take. Right, so now this is the part of the show that I'm sure you're all looking forward to. Well, I am looking forward to it because I want to see how Nkem really looks after Carly from Maya Minerals has done her magic and she has worn her lovely clothes. So here's the reveal. Nkem, can you come forward, please? This is absolutely fantastic. I think you look gorgeous,
Thank you
lady.
so much.
I think you look good.
I really like the colour of my skin and just how light it feels.
It feels absolutely, well, I don't know how it feels, but I think it feels absolutely fantastic as well as yeah, the layering as well for cooler nights or cooler days, and then you can wear that with a camisole on hotter days. You can also team that with a pencil skirt to make it a little bit more formal.
And then I chose jeans this time just because I like jeans, but pencil skirts.
I love jeans, yes, and with jeans it works well. You could, that could be going out shopping with your friends or going to the cinema with a special one. I think you look gorgeous.
Thank you so much.
And the makeup is lovely.
Oh gosh, I was really spoiled this time, wasn't I?
With mineral makeup is actually good for the skin, and Maya Minerals is really, she does a really great job. Thank you very much for coming, and thank you for everybody for watching. And next week there'll be more fashion and more makeovers. Thank you.
Thank you.